Hi, I'm Drew. I'm the Associate Pastor of Ministries here at Calvary.
My name is Daniel, and I am the pastor here at Calvary.
Chris, your worship pastor here.
My name is Ian Sarmiento, and I am the Communications and Tech Director here at Calvary.
I'm Sarah Furry, and I am the Office and Ministry Assistant here at Calvary.
I'm Jeff Brenner, the Connections Pastor.
Hi, my name is Amy Anthony, and I'm on staff here at Calvary, and I work with our global missions and our local outreach.
My name is Aaron, and I'm one of the interim children's ministry directors.
And over the last month or so, as we've read through Proverbs.
Proverbs.
One of my favorite Proverbs, or things that stood out to me the most, is this idea of humility.
And my favorite Proverbs is, as iron sharpens iron, so does one person sharpen another. And I love that idea of just refining each other and bringing each other closer to God.
That have been meaningful to me. The first is Proverbs 16:31. It says, "Gray hair is a glorious crown." The second one that's similar, Proverbs 20:29. "The glory of young men is their strength, and the splendor of old men is gray hair." Fortunately, I embody all of that. Sometimes through maturity, we're able to gain wisdom just through life experiences, and it's nice to know that you can be rewarded for having that gray hair and surviving.
There's a lot that I really like. There's a lot that stand out and are really good verses to live by, but one in particular is Proverbs 18:1, which says, "One who isolates himself pursues selfish desires. He rebels against all sound wisdom."
And my favorite Proverbs from our reading this month is from Proverbs 31, and it's verses 8 and 9, that says, "Speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves. Ensure justice for those being crushed. Yes, speak up for the poor and helpless, and see that they get justice."
Proverbs 18:21, which says, "The tongue has the power of life and death."
One of the Proverbs that really stood out to me while reading is, "Gracious words are a honeycomb, sweet to the soul and healing to the bones." And that's Proverbs 16:24. And it's just an encouragement to me, really, knowing that the words that come from my lips can lift others up, and also the same when somebody speaks into me, it really is good for my soul.
And I just really like that verse. I use it as a reminder to surround myself with people that will pour into me and point me back to Christ. People that aren't afraid to ask me the hard questions about my mindset or my decisions in certain situations. And quite frankly, people that will call me out for things that are unwise or are sinful that I didn't know about or wasn't aware of. And so it's just a really good verse that I like to live by in whatever context I end up finding myself in.
One of my favorite Proverbs is a good reminder to myself of the words I speak every day and to others, and it is Proverbs 16:24, which says, "Pleasant words are a honeycomb, sweet to the taste and health to the body."
My favorite Proverbs during this series, as I was reading, I'm a hunter. If you know me at all, I enjoy being in the outdoors, and I came across this and I loved it, so I wanted to share it with you. Proverbs 12, verse 27 says this, "A lazy hunter doesn't roast his game, but to a diligent person, his wealth is precious." Hope you find encouragement in that today.
The other proverb I've kind of had a love-hate relationship with, I'm sure the women in the church feel this as well, is Proverbs 31. It feels a little bit like a comparison trap, but also I've kind of began to see it more as this amazing way that God views women. I don't think she's a real woman. I just can't wrap my head around somebody being that perfect, so I don't think she existed in real life. But I think it's a way of God showing us how a woman who chooses to do the Lord's will in the life of her family and her community can really lift people up. And that's really amazing to me.
And Proverbs 11:2 says, "The wisdom comes to those who are not proud." And so that for me has been something that stood out. And if you're interested, for those, we do have, this is going to be our resource of the month in February for our kids ministry area. It's a great way to introduce your kids to the Psalms and the Proverbs. And so anyways, we would recommend you picking this up at